Hey everybody, today is Friday, February 23rd, 2024, and I am at home right now because I'm kind of stuck here at the moment. My car, my van, Vanabelle, is at the shop right now. She's okay, nothing's wrong with Vanabelle. She's just getting a new bench seat installed. So that way, once I move to Florida, both Max and Sean will have a place to sit in the van when we are using it. So she's just getting a new seat installed. That's about a block away from here. She's good, she's fine, but because I don't have a vehicle this morning, I'm kind of stuck at home unless I'm gonna be walking somewhere, which I'm thinking we're gonna be doing, because what am I dealing with this morning? I am dealing with the fun of home ownership, as they say. If it's not one thing, it's another, and there's always something in a house that needs to be fixed, and that's happening today. So again, the house has been staged, it's ready to be shown. We're actually having the first people coming over tonight to look at the house. We're hopefully they'll put in an offer, and maybe we'll sell the house to the people who come over tonight. Who knows? So people are actually coming over tonight to look at the house. We're having showings this evening. But what did I wake up to this morning? What have I been dealing with since this morning? So I get up, I go into the bathroom to brush my teeth, get ready in the morning. I go under the sink to retrieve some things, and I realized a basket we have under there was filled with water. Why? I don't know. In fact, at first I thought, oh no, did a bottle of something inside the basket leak? And it's just, it's liquid from the bottle? No. Turns out that was not the case. What ended up happening is the pipe under here, it started to leak. So as you can see, I took off part of the pipe. I've started to dismantle it already because I was trying to figure out what was actually happening. And at first, I honestly thought, okay, maybe it had just come loose and it needed to be like pushed back up, maybe some silicone to seal it off, and it would be a super crazy easy fix, take me 5 minutes, no big deal. That wasn't the case. What ended up happening, and this is kind of weird, the part in the back of the metal part of the pipe here that controls the stopper in the sink, it broke. It like snapped off. I don't even know how that's possible, but it did. It snapped off, and water, when water came down the drain, it would come out of that little hole where that control thing used to be. So again, it was leaking. Again, no damage done. Thankfully, it all leaked into that basket, not this basket, but a different basket, all leaked into the basket. Was not an issue as far as damage, but it is an issue as far as the sink actually needing to be fixed. So all the pipe seems to be good except for the metal part here. Of course, the most probably expensive pain in the butt part to fix that has to be replaced. So I do have an Ace Hardware 2 blocks away. I'm thinking we're going to be walking up there to get a replacement piece. If I don't do it now, I won't be able to do it until like Saturday night, because again, we have showings tonight, we have showings tomorrow during the day. There's no time in which I can fix this, and it'll be closed. Ace will be closed. All the hardware stores will be closed by the time the showings are done. And tomorrow, again, the showings going on during the day. So unless I wait until Saturday night, pick up the stuff like tomorrow during the day and fix it tomorrow evening, it's not going to get fixed. I should probably get this done now. So we're going to be making a walk up to Ace Hardware. It's only 2 blocks away. Not the biggest deal, but wasn't what I was planning on doing today. So, all right, guys, we have a sink that needs to be fixed. I just installed a new sink downstairs, so I know what I'm doing. It's not that I don't know what I'm doing. It's just that I don't really feel like doing this today. It wasn't what I had planned on doing. I don't really feel like fixing a sink today, but sometimes you got to do what you don't want to do. And today, I've got to do what I don't want to do, and that's fix a sink. Luckily, I think we only just need one part. Should be easy. Walk up to Ace, get that part, come back, install it. Sink should be good. I hope. So, all right, let's go take a walk. It just figures that this happened now. By the way, there's the old single seat for Vanabelle that I bought and had installed. Got to get a new seat. So 2 kids, 2 seats. So anyway, it figures that this is happening now. Like this couldn't have waited until the house had sold, and it was the issue for the new owners. No, this had to happen now, and right as we're showing the house. it's not a big deal as far as the showing is concerned. I don't have to get this like fixed now for the showing. I don't think anybody who comes look at the house is gonna be like, let me test the water. And I turn the water off to the sink anyway, so they can't even turn it on if they wanted to. But still, I feel like it should be fixed. It has to be fixed at some point anyway. I'm not gonna leave it. I'm not gonna leave a sink that doesn't work for the new owners. I wouldn't do that. I think that would have to be disclosed anyway. So I've got to fix the sink. So again, it just figures. Like it scares me. I'm not trying to jinx myself. I'll knock on some wood when I get up here, but it scares me to think about what else could possibly go wrong over the next like 3-4 weeks until the house is it's not in our name anymore. So yeah, knock on some wood here. Fun stuff. So comments down below. Are you constantly fixing things around your house? Did the shutter fall off? Did your bathroom start leaking? Do the floors need to be replaced? Does your door handle jiggle? Little things like that, just continuously, always needing to be fixed, needing to be updated, needing to be replaced. Is that an issue for you guys? It's an issue for me. And I'm told it's a very common issue where if you own a home, it's just kind of the way things are. And it's definitely the way things are for me. Seriously, like 3 more weeks and this would not have been my problem. You know what? This walk is actually probably good for me because I just got winded walking up that hill. It's not even a steep hill. It's a slight, well, all right. It's more than a slight incline. It's a hill, but I feel like I should not have gotten that winded walking up the hill. Whew. I'm out of shape. I'm hoping the continuous walking around theme parks once I move to Florida will put some pep in my step. It'll help me, I don't know, help me get more in shape, if you will. I'm thinking just constantly walking around, especially in the insane heat of Florida, will help. But man, can walking up that hill, that tired me out. I don't know who that is. Anyway, so this is, ooh, I don't know what these bushes are, but they smell nice. Anyway, I was gonna say that this is not allowed in my town. The fact that they overgrow onto the sidewalk. If I had a tree do that, and we got a notice saying if we didn't trim it, we'd get a fine. Also, every time I mention that if we don't do this, if we don't do that, we can get a fine, we can get in trouble with the borough. A lot of people leave comments down below asking me, what am I talking about? I guess you guys don't have, like a lot of you guys don't have things like that in your hometowns. In my town, we do. I don't live in an HOA or anything like that. I live in a town, but we do have things we have to kind of follow. We have to maintain our sidewalks. We can't have sidewalks that are crumbling and falling apart. The town does not want that. We can't have bushes or trees that like encroach the sidewalk because that would get in the way of people trying to walk on the sidewalk. We have to keep our lawns maintained to a certain extent. They're not too OCD about that, like they would be in an HOA, but they don't want you to have like a forest in your front lawn or back lawn. And what else? There's all kinds of things that have to be done. You just have to, like, you can't have things looking bad. They don't go, again, it's not as crazy as an HOA where you have to make everything like pristine. There's a lot you can get away with. You can, put a boat in the back of on your property if you want. You can do all kinds of stuff like that. You don't have to keep your lawn looking like super manicured or your house super manicured, but you do have to keep it looking at least somewhat decent. You have to clear snow off the sidewalks, things like that. I guess, again, not everybody has that in their town, but I don't know. I guess my borough just wants to have the town continuing to look nice. I haven't walked this way since I was like a little kid. I used to walk up here all the time to what once was a grocery store. Now it's an Ace Hardware. I remember all these weird little shops here that like were sometimes occupied, were sometimes not occupied. I think at one point there was a judge that had an office in here or something, but you can see nobody's really in there anymore. I always found these little shops kind of interesting. They were here, but like nobody really ever occupied them much. But man, this brings back memories. Look at this. So many times riding my bike through here, riding my skateboard through here, hanging out with friends in here. I forget what used to be in these areas here, these stores here. Positively no loitering. This sign was not here when I was a kid. And this sign was probably put here because of me and my friends when we were kids. We loitered in here quite a bit. This used to be the Dairy Queen inside here. Man, so many hours spent inside Dairy Queen getting blizzards and dilly bars and all kinds of food. That was some fun times. I think at one point after Dairy Queen moved out, that Dairy Queen moved out of here and they're like right over there now. They moved into like an old bank. But I think this was like a barbecue joint for a little while at one point. Never visited it. Never visited it when it was a barbecue joint. Oh, by the way, oh no, this is a state representative is in here now. Interesting. Anyway, so I remember this being a Dairy Queen, and my friends and I would spend hours and hours and hours hanging out here, getting ice cream and skateboarding right here. We'd be kicked out of here all the time. We'd get kicked out. We'd come back the next day, skate for a little bit, get kicked out, come back the next day, skate for a little bit, and it would just continue on and on and on. I don't know why we didn't just kind of get the message and find somewhere else to skate, but we like skating here. So anyway, again, used to be a Dairy Queen, used to be a really good, well, I guess there is still a pizza place there. Used to be a really good pizza place there called, I forget what it was called. Not Penny's Pizza, what was it called? There was a good pizza place there back in the day. I used to get pizza from, I don't remember what it was called, but anyway. So this used to be a Gennardi's. This was the main grocery store in town for a long, long time. When I was a kid, this is where we would get our groceries. And it's funny because as a kid, this grocery store seemed huge. It was gigantic. You'd walk in here and be in there for hours getting your groceries and just, it was this big, massive store. Going in here now, it's so tiny, especially compared to modern day grocery stores that are these huge, giant behemoths. This is a tiny little store that's now an Ace Hardware. It was a grocery store. Again, it was the Gennardi's, and then it was like two other grocery stores that tried to like smaller chains that tried to like go in here. And I guess because there's a giant grocery store, not giant in size, although it is big in size, but giant, that's the name of the grocery store, like right down the road. I think they kind of put everybody else out of business, and no other grocery store ever was really able to kind of get a foothold in this location. So Ace Hardware moved in, which is great for me because now I can walk 2 blocks to get a new pipe. Okay, so essentially this right here is what I need to get. That piece right there, it like, I don't know, it somehow just completely broke off. I don't know if the soldering just gave out or what, but it snapped off completely. So I need this. The only concern I'm having is I think the pipe under the sink was much longer. What wasn't it? It wasn't that short. So I think I'm gonna have to buy an extender as well. If I don't need this, I can return it, so not a big deal, but I really don't want to get home and find out I have to walk back up here, because I'm not gonna do that. If that's the case, I'll probably just say, heck with it, I'm staying home. So I do think I need fuzz in my mouth. I do think I need this. And again, I'm gonna get an extender as well, because I think I might need that. I think so. All right, I believe that's all I need. I think, I hope. I really don't want to have to walk back up here because I'm probably not, or maybe I will. I don't know, but I want to get everything I need now so I don't have to walk back up here. All right, so I'm realizing a slight problem. I don't know if the pipe was 1.5 inches or 1.25 inches. The pipes I replaced downstairs in the downstairs bathroom were 1.25 inches. So I'm thinking probably, but I could swear the pipe was the thickness of 1.5 inches. So I'm just gonna replace all the pipe. I mean, it's $13 for the whole kit. So you know what? Let's just play it safe. Let's just take all the old piping out and put new piping in. Right? I guess that makes sense. Again, it's what? It's like $6 for for the extender or whatever. 13, 12 bucks, whatever, for the rest of the pipe. We'll just replace the whole thing. If you're gonna do something, do it right. The piping in there is pretty old. All right, new owners, you're welcome. Oh my gosh, so $43 later. It adds up. That's the issue. It's $43 here, $20 there, $30 there, 50 bucks here. And it just, you know, at the time, you're like, okay, all right, whatever. A couple bucks here, a couple bucks there, no big deal. But after like that's sad. After like the 4 millionth thing you've fixed, it gets expensive. Also, I remember there used to be like a party place, like right around here. There was this really cool party store that I used to love going to as a kid because they had all kinds of cool things in there. Yes, party supplies. They sold things like troll dolls, and I used to collect troll dolls when I was a kid. I know. But troll dolls and all kinds of other weird things in there. I used to love going in that store and just walking around and just buying weird stuff. It was a cool store. This town was pretty cool back in the day. Now it's still a cool town. It's not a bad town. It's just all the cool stores have been kind of moved out by more, big conglomerates. The big wigs have moved in. Kind of pushed all the little people out, which is a shame because, big giant corporations, it's just not as fun. I miss the old like independent stores, or even the chain stores that were like local small chain stores, like Gennardi's. Gennardi's was a really cool grocery store. They were a small chain. There was only like a handful of them in the area, so it was cool to think that this guy built his like grocery empire, his little mini grocery empire in the area, had all these different stores in the area, and then he got bought out and other people moved in, and Gennardi's is not a thing anymore. So, all right, let's hope this pipe works. Let's hope this is what I needed, because I know it's only a 2-block walk. It's not that big of a deal, but I don't really feel like making this trek again. So anyway, hope I foolproof myself by getting extra pipe. Seriously, what's that? Just bubbling noises coming from that house. They might be having bigger issues than I'm having right now. It honestly is kind of weird. See, I can't walk on the sidewalk. It honestly is kind of weird and feels very nostalgic and kind of strange making this walk. Because again, as a kid, I used to do this all the time. I would walk up here, I would bike up here, I would skateboard up here. In fact, across the main road down there where this road sort of tees and dead ends, there was a pizza place in the shopping center across the street. Not the pizza place I was talking about before, a different pizza place. But before I drove, I would take my bike, I would ride it up there, I would get a slice of pizza, they put it in a box, and I would ride one-handed home, one hand on the steering handlebars of the bike, one hand holding the pizza, and I would bike home. So I used to get myself pizza on my bike back in the day before I drove. So many times along this road right here, bike and pizza, dangerous. I'll tell you one thing I didn't do as a kid though. That was vlog. Everybody who's driving by is looking at me like, what? Why is that kid talking to himself? Vlogging. Yeah, that wasn't a thing when I was a kid. So this hill here that got me very winded walking up it to the store. I used to sled down this hill all the time. This hill and the hill up there, I would always sled down it when I was a kid. We had this really cool like old school sled with the metal runners. In fact, we do still have it up in the shed. I used to take that down the street before they plowed, or if we got really bad like ice. It was awesome to take that sled down the street. That was so much fun. We used to play in our neighbors' yards and just kind of like go down through the yards on the sled and on our toboggans and on our like snow tubes and whatnot. Good memories, lots of good memories here in this town. It is a shame I'll be leaving it, but hopefully I'll be leaving it for a house that doesn't give me as many issues as this house is currently giving me. All right, so I got all my handy dandy tools and my handy dandy tools in hand, and I'm gonna get working on replacing the pipe. The good news is all I have to do is replace that pipe. I don't have to replace, I mean, I don't know, maybe I should have been nice and replaced I don't know. No, I'm not replacing everything. Just the purist in me, the completionist in me, the person who's like, just fix it all, is like, I should have just taken the entire sink out and put a whole new sink in it. No. be good. Calm down. I know it's exciting to fix things, but no, calm down. So I don't have to replace all of this. I don't have to unhook all of this. I just have to take this part out and the pipe that's down there. Kind of makes me wonder now, what kind of pipe was it? Was it what's this? I think it's an inch and a half. That's not. Yeah, it's in. See, I would have been in trouble. That's inch and a half pipe. I bought inch and a quarter, so I would have been in trouble had I not purchased all of that. So I'm glad I did. All right, I'm gonna get working on this. Shouldn't take me too long. It's pretty simple. Just basically like a nut up there that needs to be taken off. The whole thing just kind of pops off. Then all this just comes right out, and it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Again, should not be an issue. I hope. I see that now, but again, knock on wood, I'm probably jinxing myself. Wow. So, you know that joke that people always say, oh, well, there's your problem. There's your problem. Look at how rusted out this pipe was. The whole thing just kind of snapped, which would explain why this part here came off. That was the part there that was giving us issues. That was the part that was leaking right there. Again, the whole thing snapped off, so water was just coming right out of there. But, wow. So, I mean, this could very well be the sink that was, like, installed with the house back. You know what? I was going to say I don't think it is, but no. It honestly, this probably is the sink and the pipe that was installed back in the, 60s when this house was built. So, just wow. Wow, that is insane how the whole thing just kind of broke apart. Honestly, though, it's kind of good it broke apart because, I was having a hard time unscrewing the sink, so when it kind of just snapped off, I was like, "Oh, well, that was convenient." So, yeah, there's your problem. Wow, that's insane. That really did need to be replaced. Also, just a fair warning: if you're going to be removing and replacing a sink that was probably installed back in the 1960s, yeah, be prepared for just gross. That's the way I would describe it. Like every pipe I'm taking off, I'm like, oh, what's inside this pipe? It's just like, it's how many years now of just gunk, like just inside these pipes. It's gross. It's pretty gross. Yeah, maybe switch out your pipes every so often, because these ones are pretty disgusting. These were replaced obviously at one point because they're PVC piping, but again, who knows when the last time this was done? Maybe 1980s, 1990s. I mean, it was a long time ago probably when these pipes were replaced. So even these are decades old, and yeah, they got some gunk in them. So ew. But all right, anyway, all the pipe is off. I need to clean the pipes. I need to clean the pipes off because I got junk all over them. And then once I do that, I can start putting the new pipes in. And I think I'll be good. I hope. It looks like everything should fit just fine. Or maybe not. I don't know. Well, we'll see. Also, things to be prepared for if you're fixing a sink, an old sink, is that it might prove to be just a little bit more difficult than you think, because just pieces, I don't know, they don't want to really fit right, and it's old technology kind of meeting new technology that's still all old technology, but still old things trying to fit into new things. It's not always easy. So, all right, almost done. Just got to cut that pipe in the back there, and I think we should be done. I think. I'm terrified now to turn the water on, but I think that's all I have to do. Cut that little piece of pipe, and then I think we should be good. My hair's crazy. I was like Farrah Fawcett. Wait. Like Farrah Fawcett today. Farrah Fawcett today. Look at that. I didn't even mean to do that. All right, anyway. Almost done. Okay, so I think I have fixed the sink. Everything looks to be good. Everything fit into place. I think everything is okay. We're gonna find out. but not right now. I have to wait for the silicone to dry. I don't want to turn anything on and then have some leaks pop up because the silicone's not dry yet. So again, we're gonna find out, but everything should, in theory, be good. Again, I'm knocking on some wood here because if this leaks and I gotta fix it again or whatever, I'm not gonna be too happy. So hopefully this fixed the problem. The only other issue is now I have to clean up all this mess, and like the floors now need to be essentially like wiped down. Basically this lovely bathroom that was clean and pristine and looking fantastic for people to come out and see it is not so much looking clean and fantastic for people to come out and see it anymore. So I've got to clean up all of this, get rid of all this mess, and then yeah, I gotta mop everything up and sweep everything up and just make sure it looks clean in here. But hopefully that holds. It should be good. I installed it exactly as I installed the sink downstairs, and that hasn't leaked. So again, just I don't know. Wish me luck. It's just we're leaving. Come on, throw me a bone here, house. Throw me a bone. All right. Anyway, let's hope that works. When it rains, it pours. I just received a phone call from the garage letting me know that they're not gonna be able to really get my vehicle done today. Turns out that installing a new seat is going to take a little bit more time and effort than they had anticipated. And as such, if they start it right now, it's like maybe 12:30 or so right now. If they start it right now, they're not going to be able to finish it in time for me to have it to pick up my son. I told them, you have all day to do this. I just need it back by like 3 to go grab my son from school. And they're like, yeah, no problem. But they started it a little late, and I guess realized, oh, this is going to be a lot more work than we thought. So no problem. They have rescheduled me until next Friday. So next Friday, I'll get the new seat put in. Again, nothing has to be done like immediately. So not a big deal. It's just I could have driven to Ace. Anyway, no, it's good to get some steps in. The good news is though, I can get some lunch. I'm starving. I did have some like frozen pizza at home that I was going to make, but you know what? Heck with frozen pizza. I'm going to get myself a burger. I earned it because today's been a day. Today has been a day. Let's hope it doesn't get any worse. It's been a day. You know what? On second thought, I'll wait to eat. I'll eat if I have time, and if I just have time. I don't care when and if I have time to eat is when I will eat today. I might just starve. I don't care. I still have to get the van loaded up. I have stuff I'm taking to my brother's house tonight because I just have a ton of stuff again in the garage. Not all of it. It's going to get down to Florida over the next 2 trips. So anything I don't like need down there, I am taking to my brother's house to store there. We're doing that tonight because again, they're having like a showing tonight for like 3 hours, and I have to be out of the house until like 7. So I got to have all that packed up. So basically I need to get my son, come back home, pick up the dogs, load them into the van, and then we got to go to my brother's house. So yeah, I'm going to load the van up now with anything I don't need. I still have to clean the bathroom. And if I get all that done, I got to go to the post office yet. I got to go to FedEx yet. I might do that just on the way to my brother. Just FedEx right there. Can I just hand the packet? Can I just hand the package off to that guy? He's not stopping here. I should have waved him down. I got a package. Anyway, I have to go to FedEx. I might do all that on the way to my brother's house. I don't know. There's so much to get done. I don't have time to eat today. Oh, all right, out of breath. I've been running around doing stuff. So, moment of truth. Let's test out the sink. All right. Ooh, that's lovely. All right. I don't see any leaks. It appears the sink has been fixed. It's working. Yeah, I'm not feeling any water. All right. Double the C, double the S. I just banged my funny bone. Double the C, double the S. And you have success. Oh, that really hurt. Okay, that's done. My hair is crazy today. That's done. I still got packing to do. I went through a bunch of stuff, kind of figured out what it is I'm taking to my brother's today. So I'm gonna go start packing the van. Like, I don't know what time it is. It's like 2 o'clock. Time crunch. I'm gonna go start packing the van, get that done. That way, when I pick up my son from school, again, we can come back, grab the dogs, head right to his house, because we gotta be out of here by like 4. That's when the showings start, and I pick him up at like 3:45. So we gotta get the dogs and then just go. All right, so I fixed the sink. Wait, thought I heard a drip. Anyway, fix the sink, that's done. All right, okay, packing the van. All right, so I'm thinking that's gonna do it for the van, and wow, my hair is really curling out today. That is all natural right there. Anyway, I'm thinking that's gonna do it for the van. I basically just loaded it with all the to watch movies, all the bins of stuff I want to watch before I decide as to whether or not it's going into my collection or not going into my collection. I actually went through this another time, dwindled it down a little bit more, but I still have tons and tons of bins full of stuff to eventually, at some point, hopefully watch. We'll see. Also put my son's Lego in here as well. He does not need that right now. So that's essentially everything I loaded. And as you can see, the van is pretty full at the moment. I need my tools. I need the stuff I'm selling. I need to take my shelves down to Florida. This is also like my son's stuff. That could technically go to my brother's house right now, but we'll see. I might take this over to my brother's some other time. The bikes could technically go right now, but again, I'm going to wait to see. So I think that's what I'm going to do now. That's everything I'm going to take right now. I'm sure I'm going to end up taking more stuff at a later date and time, but for right now, that's going to do it. So, all right, guys, I think I'm done with this video. It's getting late. It's like almost 3 o'clock. I've got to go maybe run to the post office really quick, go pick up my son from school. I got to eat yet. I have not eaten anything today. I am starving. I've just been working all day long. It's been a stressful day. It's been a crazy stressful day. Showings have been coming through, like requests for showings have been coming through all day. I have to say yes or no to them all. I've been saying yes to every single one of them, but it's just been a crazy, crazy morning. Getting that sink fixed, it's been nuts. I am pooped. I am tired. I am ready to just take a nap. So, all right. And on top of that, I have to still unload the van this evening at my brother's house. So, all right, I'm gonna go just collapse or something. It's been one of those days. It's been one of those days again. So, all right, guys, that's gonna do it. Yeah, I'm gonna end the video here before I completely lose my mind. So, as always, thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, check down below for links to Patreon. If you guys do become a patron, I will send you a postcard every single month from the road. Also, check down below for a link to Spreadshirt, where you can grab yourself retro Rest Stop t-shirts, proceeds both from Spreadshirt and from Patreon to help support the show. And they do keep the show going, so I really do appreciate it. And if you guys watch this video all the way until the very end, hashtag one of those days. Hashtag one of those days if you guys watch this video all the way until the very end. All right, wish me luck. Let's hope things go better this weekend. Although it's going to be nuts this weekend because I can't really be in the house at all this weekend. I can be in the house at night. During the day, I have to be like gone somewhere. All right. Stressed. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. Again, wish me luck. All right. Bye. Okay, calm down a little bit. So just in case you're wondering how hungry I am, I went with McDonald's. I got to be honest, over the last couple of years, I've kind of, I don't really like McDonald's anymore. I've kind of weaned myself off of McDonald's. I don't really enjoy their food anymore. I feel like it used to be better. Maybe I'm just, I don't know, maybe it's nostalgia, but they're just not that good anymore. But right now, their taste is so good. I'm so hungry. And still kind of stressed. And now to go get the dogs. I gotta put them in the crate. Go pick up Sean. Go to my brother's, unload a van. It's stressful. Selling a house, don't do it. Just stay put. Don't ever sell your house. It's not worth it. But man, when you're hungry, these burgers are pretty good. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. Bye.